Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast. Very excited about today's episode because we have two very interesting Mikkeller beers to try. Welcome, Martin. How's it going?
It's going really well because I managed to bring some beers that made you excited.
I am turgid with anticipation, I have to tell you.
Turgid? Wow.
Turgid.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. That's how excited I am. Because you brought us some really fun and interesting beers today.
Yeah.
What did you bring?
So the first one I brought because when I saw it available at the Mikkeller web shop and some other Danish places, I thought this is a Stefan beer.
It is. It is very much up my alley.
It is the Mikkeller and ep225 collaboration, which is called Gnavne Gamle Men. Gnavne is actually a Danish word I don't know. So Gamle Men is old men.
Yeah.
And it's an altbier in a very special altbier bottle.
Yeah, I love the bottle. The bottle is absolutely a lot of fun. And there's some embossed text on it.
Yeah, it's ep225, the
brewery.
The German brewery.
And it's alt beer. It comes in at a 5.1.
So that's going to be fun. You want me to present the second one? Or
We'll wait on the second one. Let's just do the first one here.
Sure.
So 5.1. So it's going to be pretty easy to drink. Shouldn't be too boozy or crazy. It smells.
So first of all, the look is pretty beautiful. It's a combination of amber and autumn leaves. It's like a brown, amber, super clear.
Yeah, it's slightly
it's not super clear. It's slightly transparent.
It's because it's so dark that it's hard. I mean, you can only get in the glasses of condensation over. But when you wipe away the condensation and you look through it, you see like it's actually pretty damn clear for as amber colored as it is. I mean, it looks just absolutely beautiful, and it smells just really nice.
It smells a lot of caramel and bread. Sometimes I smell a lager, and I think it smells like malts. What I mean with malts is like unfermented malts in a brewery. But this one doesn't smell like that. It's much more caramel and...
Yeah, you definitely get kind of a roasted note from the malts as well.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. Well, cheers.
Cheers. A very effervescent mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Bubbly.
It is very bubbly. And you get this toasted, roasted, really pleasant, slightly sweet finish. Man,
this could have been a brown ale.
It is like one step off of a brown ale almost. It feels like it's not as sweet, which I think is kind of a saving grace.
I agree. I don't know the rules for what is an alt beer. I know it's a lager, right?
It is a form of lager, yeah.
Right?
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
We have no idea.
This is an ale. It says ale on the back.
It does?
So alt beer ale.
Then it is an ale.
No, so it's an ale, not a lager. But it's not. It's kind of what I would expect. It's roasted, kind of a toastiness from the malts. The I don't want to say viscosity, but what do you call it? The mouthfeel's kind of thin. It's not real.
Yep.
It's not real heavy, which is kind of light and refreshing. And at 5.1%, you can have a couple of these and and enjoy yourself. I mean,
I know that this is more of a Stefan beer style than it is a Martin beer style, but I do enjoy it. I actually have a small anecdote about alt beer.
Okay.
So alt beer and Kölsch are from the same region of Germany. Kölsch is from the city of Köln, and alt beer is from like the neighboring university city, which I don't remember now.
Okay.
We'll look it up later. And what the students of Köln do is that they travel to the University of Altbier City.
Yeah.
They go into the libraries and the university buildings and they replace the alt keys on every keyboard with a special Kölsch key.
Ah, that's hysterical.
because it pisses off the alt beer lovers.
Well, of course it does.
Of course it does.
And that's beautiful.
I always love that anecdote. I want a Kölsch key.
I would replace the Alt key on my keyboard with a Kölsch key.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely much more my style than your style, but I think it's an excellent example of it. And I'm really glad that Mikkeller and other breweries are getting more into these more traditional styles and really embracing lagers and pilsners and
because
Maibachs and all of these kind of shunned styles from the past.
Not only are they doing an old style, they're doing an old style in the old way. Like it would be easy to take this and do the Mikkeller thing and just pump in hops and barrel aging and stuff. Yeah. But that's not what the alt beer is about.
Yeah. No, I feel like Mikkeller's really worked getting back to beer roots over the past couple of years. Especially if you've noticed like a real shift at the NBCC this year. Like there were so many German brands represented and a lot of lagers. So many lagers in a way that I've never seen before.
I agree.
I was really surprised. And then when you hear people in the beer industry talking and like I keep reading article after article about what's the best beer trend happening right now. And like almost half of the people that are being quoted are like, oh, lagers are back. Or, low ABV beers are back. Or session beers, table beers kind of things are back. So you hear brewers getting really, really excited about these kind of styles.
Do you think that is because those brewers originally loved those styles, or is it because they want to be taken more seriously?
Probably because, like, when you're brewing a particular style, like, so it doesn't matter, like, no matter what you do, when you start a journey, you start just learning the basics, and then you start getting like more and more experimental because you learn more and more techniques and things you can do. But then after a while, you kind of realize, like, I really just want to go back to simplicity and the beginnings and the base and the origin, and then just start over again. I think that's where we are in the beer cycle, because it has been like for the last 5-6 years, everything has just been like crazy big, over the top, IPAs, hazy IPAs, high ABV, extreme bitterness, or, pastry stouts with, ABVs up to 20%. Adjuncts of, everything that you can think of, and some things that you should probably never think of. Like yesterday I tried a cucumber and dill sour.
Yeah.
That was not a winner. So yeah, I think it's brewers are wanting to get back to a more simplistic style of brewing and really focus on the quality. Not saying that they aren't focusing on the quality right now, but letting the beer stand on its own and not being like, oh, how much shit can we throw into this beer to make it like the hot new trend?
Yeah, I think I agree completely.
Yeah.
So talking of experimentation, we could go to the next one, but I think we should first rate this.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to rate this beer first. I'm going to give this. I think I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm at a 3.5, but it's a really strong 3.5.
Yeah, the reason I give it a 4 is because, one, I like the style. I think it's an excellent example of the style. I really can't find much fault with it. I'm not an expert on alt beers at all, but I feel like if you were just to give almost anyone this beer, they would probably enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's not super hype. It's not like going to blow anyone's socks off, but I think if you appreciate the lagering styles, I think you'll find this to be a really excellent example of it.
Yeah, and it's cool that Mikkeller is collaborating with ancient German traditionalists. So now, speaking of crazy experimentation and throwing everything in one mix, this is the Mikkeller The Dark Combo.
Right. So if you've been on the Mikkeller Beer Club
Facebook page,
Facebook page, as you would tend to be, especially if you live here in Europe and you're a member of, and you're getting the Beer Club beers. Even if you're not, it's still kind of a fun group because they talk about a lot of different things.
Yes.
But this has been a really highly contested beer.
Polarizing, I would say.
Yeah.
Some people detest it with the burning intensity of 1,000 desert suns. And some people like it.
Nobody's screaming they love it, but several people like it, and then a lot of people have hated it.
So they call it a cider beer wine.
Yeah. And
on the side it says porter and blackcurrant cider blend, aged 2 years in used barriques. It has an ABV of 7.5, and the bottle is the cutest little 0.2 liter.
Yeah.
It's so small.
And just right off the top, have you smelled this yet?
I haven't smelled it.
Oh my god, it is. This is like thick like a stout.
It's pitch black. No, it's pitch dark purple.
I say the look is almost like Omnipolo stout.
Yeah.
Just kind of black, but there's no oily residue left on the side, and there's zero carbonation on this thing.
So the smell is black currants, wine, and spices.
Yeah, the smell is crazy intense with like
everything.
Yeah, it's just a hodgepodge of like what the hell on the nose.
So the reason I brought this beer isn't because it unfortunately it's not that readily available. It was sent out in a Mikkeller Beer Club, but I think when we taste this, we will have a lot of fun dissecting the millions of flavors. Are you looking? Is there?
I was looking at the ingredients there. So they've got barley malt, dark cassonade sugar, black currants of 2%, hops and yeast.
Yeah, so 2% black currants. That's not a lot. I don't know what to think about this one smelling it.
I don't know. The smell it's at the same time nice, but also off-putting. It's like one time I smell it, I'm like, oh, it smells pretty good, and the next time I'm kind of like, oh my god, what is that?
So before we drink it, I think we need to say that it's a collaboration with Cold Hand Winery.
Yeah. And
the cork is absolutely beautiful because it has this like handprint engraved on it. I love when corks have logos engraved on them.
Yeah, for me, there's kind of a green bell pepper smell to it.
Oh, something weird is coming out of the smell now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Something not good.
Every time I smell it, I'm getting something slightly different. All right, cheers.
This is one of the weirder things we've reviewed on this show.
Wow.
That is all over the place.
It's... oh my god, the aftertaste is like salt and metal.
Yeah. It's actually very salty.
It's extremely salty. It is. It's like, I would say the overwhelming flavor on this is salt. It's almost like you're drinking, like, imagine the saltiest Goza you've ever had, and then make it even saltier.
That is so weird.
It's so punishingly salty.
It's mouth-watering.
It is. I mean, your mouth is, it's a little puckering and mouth-watering because there's so much salt.
Yeah.
But it just...
I still get a lot of spices.
I get a lot of spices too.
Christmas spices, but
I kind of feel like there's a lot of weird spices coming off of this.
The mouthfeel is slightly oily.
I just get thin and watery. I don't get oily. But the aftertaste is a weird blend of like slightly roasted chocolate with a can opener.
Wait, can opener?
Yeah, like metal. Like have you ever tasted, like, have you ever opened a tin and then you have some I don't know, something on the top of the lid and you kind of lick the lid?
Ah.
And you kind of get that metal taste with whatever the food is that you're licking off of the lid. It tastes kind of like that.
Whoa.
There's a little bit of sourness to it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. This is in the... I'm gonna have to fall into that do not like camp.
Yeah, I'm there as well.
That is.
This is weird in the not so pleasant way.
Yeah, it's definitely weird in the not fun way, kind of weird, because there's something wrong here.
It's a difference, but there's weird. It's the guy at the party who's like quirky and funny, and everyone's laughing at him. And then there's weird, like there's a clown in the park and he's staring at you.
Right.
It's that kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, to be another way, if you put these two beers together, the alt beer is the weird guy that's also a lot of fun and really quirky, and then the dark combo is the weird guy that stands in the corner and mumbles to himself and doesn't really make eye contact with anyone. Yeah. It has a slight odor to him. Yeah. That's what this beer is.
And no one knows who invited him.
Right, and nobody knows why he's there or where he came from. This is the unwanted party guest. Wow, I keep looking for something positive to say, and I'm just coming up. Like the way my tongue feels now, it feels like it's been like assaulted. Like it was walking through the park late at night, minding its own business, and then a bunch of people just rushed him from behind, beat him, stole his wallet, took his clothes, left him for dead, and now it's raining.
Stuffed his mouth full of dirt and blackberries, blackcurrants.
And now it's raining, and he's crawling and trying to and find help. Yeah, that's how. Woof. Yeah. Ugh.
I actually went into this with an open mind. I wanted to like it.
I love crazy experimental stuff, and I'm always up for like a party. And I kind of almost I really wanted to like this beer. Yes, because everyone hated it so much. I'm like, I want to like this, but it's like
inside of me lives a small hipster that wants to love obscure things.
Of course.
In society today, it's very easy to be anti something. Mm-hmm. It's easy to like, oh, I hate those guys. Oh, I hate that concept. And it's very difficult to stand for something and love something. Therefore, it's fun to like something and be the underdog. But this beer is this creation. I can hardly speak because my mouth is watering. This creation is not the underdog.
No, this creation needs to die an unholy death. That it is. Yeah. Do you think? I kind of feel like this is almost like Mikkeller made this thing, and they're kind of like, "Fuck, this is horrible. How are we gonna get rid of this?" Oh, I know. We'll make it an exclusive, and people will think it's good. Yeah.
So there's a difference between the beer Mail and the Beer Club. Yeah. So this was only sent to the Beer Club.
Right, and I do the beer Mail. Yeah. Which is
But the first beer, the alt beer, should have been sent in, I think, both of them.
I think it was supposed to be in both of them, yeah.
But they couldn't get the bottles approved for the Danish market in time for the box to go out. So that's where they were sold in web shops and other shops instead.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't hold it a month, but if you look on here, I mean, it's basically saying you need to drink it as fresh as possible.
Best before October.
Yeah, of 2019.
Yeah. Yeah. So they gave it like a month of... Yeah. But that's pretty cool as well. And that's very German. To sell... So most of the mass-produced lagers, they can last forever. But these local variations, like alt beers and Kölsches and stuff, they're supposed to be drank fresh. They're supposed to be drank from the brewery. Don't export. Don't buy imports. Go to your local brewery. Drink all the beer there.
Yeah, and it's worth it. So I would definitely go out of my way to go to find this brewery and try their stuff. Yeah. So I'm done with this. I don't think I might be able to drink anymore.
I tried it again.
Yeah.
It's more of that salty.
It's so salty. Ugh. All right. So what do you rate the dark combo?
A 1?
Wow, that's very generous of you. I'm going to give it a 0.5. This is a drain pour garbage that no one should ever drink.
Oh, is this the lowest ever in What's on Tap?
It's not the lowest, but it's pretty close. You know what? And the sad part is, when thinking back on these beers, this will be the one I remember more of the two. Because it was so horrible.
Yes. I need to dig into the What's on Tap podcast archives.
Yeah, I've got some spreadsheets where I go through and look at every beer and what we rated.
That's not as exciting as an archive.
It is not as exciting as an archive.
Spider webs.
Well, we've got over 200 episodes to go through, so there's a lot to dig through. I think a lot of our low point beers were last year's Yule Advent calendar.
That doesn't count.
That was tough, man.
But those weren't chosen specifically to be on the show. Those were like from a box. We chose the box specifically to be on the show. So in a way, they were specifically chosen to be on the show. But we have tried a couple where we went to a couple bars and bought some stuff, and we were kind of like, I don't know, maybe the lines aren't clean or something, and and every once in a while we'll get some, we'll get something from System Belag and try it, and be like, oh, that was not a winner. All right, so you can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com. iTunes, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and I guess that's about it. Oh, YouTube, and wherever you can find great podcast online. So until next time, keep drinking, you dum-dums.